Starting at number 15, we have Cyberpunk 2077, the sprawling RPG that finally made its way to Mac in 2025 with stunning results. Set in the neon-soaked metropolis of Night City, you play as V, a mercenary navigating a world of corporate conspiracies and cybernetic enhancements. The Mac port runs exceptionally well on Apple Silicon, supporting Metal FX upscaling and ray tracing to deliver gorgeous visuals. On M1 Pro machines, you can expect smooth 55 to 60 FPS at high settings with 1440p resolution. The game offers unprecedented freedom in character customization and playstyle, whether you prefer stealth hacking, brutal combat, or smooth talking your way through missions. 5 years after its rocky PC launch, this version represents the game at its absolute best, with all updates and improvements included. Coming in at 14 is Hades 2, the bewitching sequel to the award-winning roguelike dungeon crawler. You battle beyond the underworld as Melanoa, wielding dark sorcery to take on Kronos, the Titan of Time himself. The game launched in early access and recently hit its full 1.0 release with complete Mac support. Performance is outstanding across all Apple Silicon chips, with M1 base models easily hitting 180 FPS and maintaining buttery smooth gameplay. The combat feels incredibly responsive, blending fast-paced action with strategic depth as you unlock new abilities and weapons. Supergiant Games has crafted another masterpiece with stunning hand-drawn art, compelling characters, and that signature narrative style that made the original so beloved. At 13, we have Dead Island 2, the zombie-slaying action RPG that arrived on Mac as the Ultimate Edition in July 2025. Set across a quarantined Los Angeles turned undead paradise, you hack and slash your way through hordes of zombies with visceral melee combat. The Mac version includes the base campaign, plus all expansion packs and additional content in one package. It takes full advantage of Apple Silicon with Metal FX upscaling support across M1, M2, and M3 chips. The combat system is satisfyingly brutal, with detailed dismemberment and creative weapon crafting that lets you turn everyday objects into zombie-destroying tools. While crossplay with Windows and console users is not supported, the game runs smoothly and looks gorgeous on modern Macs. Number 12 brings us Baldur's Gate 3, the critically acclaimed RPG that took the gaming world by storm. Based on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules, this massive adventure lets you create your own character and explore the Forgotten Realms with unprecedented freedom. The Mac version launched alongside PC and has native Apple Silicon support, running smoothly even on M1 base models. You can expect solid performance with M2 Pro machines handling 1440p at medium to high settings without breaking a sweat. The game features turn-based tactical combat, deep character customization, and branching narratives where your choices truly matter. With countless ways to approach every situation through combat, stealth, or dialogue, plus full multiplayer support, this is easily one of the best RPGs available on any platform. Resident Evil Village takes the 11th spot, showcasing just how good Mac gaming can be. This survival horror masterpiece puts you in the shoes of Ethan Winters as he searches for his kidnapped daughter in a mysterious European village filled with gothic horrors. The Mac port is exceptional, running natively on Apple Silicon with full Metal FX support for upscaling. On a MacBook Pro with M1 Pro, you can achieve around 60 FPS at 1080p balance settings, and the laptop stays remarkably cool and quiet during gameplay. The game blends tense exploration with action-packed combat, facing off against memorable villains, including the now iconic Lady Dimitrescu. The HDR support on compatible Mac displays makes the already stunning visuals pop even more, creating an immersive and terrifying experience. At number 10, we have the Resident Evil 4 remake, perhaps the best Mac port released to date. This reimagining of the survival horror classic follows Special Agent Leon Kennedy on a mission to rescue the president's daughter from a sinister cult. Released on Mac App Store in December 2023, the game runs beautifully even on base M1 MacBook Air models. The port features modernized gameplay, a reimagined storyline, and vividly detailed graphics that showcase what Apple Silicon can do. Performance is outstanding, with M1 Pro machines delivering smooth 60 FPS gameplay at high settings. The combat feels tight and responsive, blending resource management with intense action sequences. Capcom truly delivered a spectacular port that demonstrates Mac is becoming a legitimate gaming platform. Number 9 brings us Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the terrifying first-person horror experience now available on Mac. You play as Ethan Winters searching for his missing wife in a decrepit Louisiana plantation inhabited by the deranged Baker family. The Mac version runs smoothly on Apple Silicon, with even the base M1 MacBook Air with 8 gigs of RAM delivering excellent performance at 1080p. With Metal FX upscaling enabled at quality mode, you can consistently hit over 60 FPS and sometimes reach 90 FPS in certain scenes. The shift to first-person perspective makes this one of the scariest entries in the franchise, with claustrophobic environments and limited resources ramping up the tension. While the graphic settings are more minimal compared to other recent Resident Evil ports, the 7-year-old game still delivers genuine scares and engaging gameplay. Death Stranding Director's Cut lands at number 8, the genre-defying experience from legendary creator Hideo Kojima. You play as Sam Bridges, tasked with reconnecting a fractured America by delivering cargo across hostile terrain filled with supernatural threats and treacherous landscapes. The Mac version was announced at WWDC 2023 and runs natively on Apple Silicon, making full use of Metal 3 features, including Metal FX upscaling for exceptional graphical fidelity. The gameplay loop of planning delivery routes, managing your cargo load, and navigating difficult terrain is oddly meditative yet engaging. The director's cut includes all the original content, plus new missions, equipment, and crossover content from Half-Life and Cyberpunk 2017. Performance is solid on M1 and newer chips, with stunning vistas and detailed character models showcasing the game's unique art direction. Coming in at 7 is Robocop Rogue City, the Unreal Engine 5-powered shooter that brings the iconic cyborg cop back to action. Set in the dystopian streets of Detroit, you patrol as Robocop dealing with crime and corruption while uncovering a deeper conspiracy. The Mac port arrived in April 2025 and marks one of the first Unreal Engine 5 games on the platform. Performance varies depending on your hardware, with M3 Max machines achieving 38 to 45 FPS at 1080p epic settings with Lumen and Nanite enabled. The game brilliantly captures the atmosphere of the original Robocop films with colorful neon-lit streets and fantastic reflections. While Unreal Engine 5 optimization on Mac needs improvement, the game is still playable on M1 base models if you adjust settings to 1080p medium with 30 FPS target and 70% resolution scaling. At number 6, we have Control Ultimate Edition, the visually stunning third-person action adventure that finally arrived on Mac. You play as Jesse Faden, the new director of the Federal Bureau of Control, wielding psychic powers and a shape-shifting gun to fight supernatural threats. The game requires M1 or newer Macs and delivers solid performance, with M2 Pro machines hitting 34 FPS at 1440p medium settings. The eerie, brutalist architecture of the oldest house creates an unsettling atmosphere as you explore shifting corridors between our world and astral planes. Combat is engaging and diverse, letting you throw objects telekinetically, fly through the air, and blast enemies with your service weapon. The Ultimate Edition includes all DLC content and expansions, making this the definitive way to experience this cult classic supernatural shooter. Number 5 brings us Disco Elysium: The Final Cut, the revolutionary narrative RPG that redefined what dialogue-driven games can be. You play as an amnesiac detective trying to solve a murder in the decaying city of Ravachol while piecing together your own fractured identity. The Mac version runs flawlessly on Apple Silicon, easily maintaining 60 FPS even on base M1 chips without heating issues or loud fans. The game features unprecedented freedom in character building, with 24 unique skills that act as inner voices influencing your thoughts and dialogue options. You can intimidate suspects, internalize radical political ideologies, develop an unhealthy obsession with a ceiling fan, or try to solve the actual case. The writing is phenomenal, with dark humor and genuine emotional depth, exploring themes of failure, redemption, and political ideology in ways few games attempt. At 12, we have Lies of P, the challenging Souls-like that reimagines the Pinocchio story against a darkly elegant Belle Epoque backdrop. You play as the puppet P, fighting through the plague-ravaged city of Krat, using weapon combos and careful timing to overcome deadly enemies. The Mac version launched day one on Steam with native Apple Silicon support and runs impressively well. The port delivers buttery smooth 60 FPS performance at maximum settings on M1 and newer Macs. Combat demands precision and patience as you learn enemy patterns, parry attacks, and exploit weaknesses. The game features a unique lying system where your choices affect the story and your humanity, adding narrative depth to the brutal gameplay. With gothic Victorian aesthetics and satisfying combat mechanics, this stands as one of the best Souls-style games available on Mac. Number 3 is Stardew Valley, the beloved farming simulation that has captured hearts since 2016. You inherit your grandfather's old farm plot and transform it from overgrown wilderness into a thriving agricultural paradise while building relationships with the local townspeople. The game runs perfectly on virtually any Mac, with even older Intel models from 2013 easily hitting 60 FPS. Apple Silicon Macs handle it effortlessly, making this an ideal game for any MacBook owner. The gameplay loop is incredibly addictive as you plant crops, raise animals, explore mines, fish in local streams, and participate in seasonal festivals. With charming pixel art, relaxing music, and endless customization options for your farm, you can easily lose hundreds of hours optimizing crop layouts and wooing your favorite bachelor or bachelorette. At number 2, we have Factorio, the massively popular factory building and automation game. You crash land on an alien planet and must harvest resources, research technologies, and build increasingly complex automated production lines to eventually construct a rocket and escape. The game runs excellently on Mac through Steam with full Apple Silicon support and even enables Apple's game mode for optimized performance. The gameplay is deeply satisfying as you solve logistical puzzles, optimize production ratios, and watch your factory grow from simple mining operations to sprawling industrial complexes. The alien inhabitants are not pleased with your pollution and will attack your base, adding tower defense elements to the mix. With practically infinite replayability through mods and different challenge modes, Factorio is a masterclass in game design that runs flawlessly on modern Macs. Finally, at number 1, we have Cat Quest 3, the charming action RPG that lets you live your best pirate cat life. You sail the Caribbean seas seeking legendary treasure while fighting with melee and ranged weapons, casting spells, and exploring colorful islands. The game launched on Mac via Steam and App Store in August 2025 with full Apple Silicon support, and even works on iPhone and iPad with universal purchase. The game supports 2-player local co-op, letting you team up with a friend by connecting controllers to explore together. Combat is accessible yet engaging, with simple controls that make it perfect for casual gaming sessions. The adorable cat-themed world is filled with puns, humor, and genuinely fun gameplay that works great on the go with Mac laptops. It is a perfect adventure for players of all ages looking for lighthearted fun.